Hello guys and welcome to Watching Time. Today we're going to be talking about an integrated bracelet watch that personally flew down my radar because of a series of reasons. And probably the first one and the biggest elephant in the room is the fact that this is a fashion brand. We're talking about Gucci. So Gucci has never been seen as a watch company, and well, some people can't say probably the same for Bulgari. Still, Bulgari has entered the watch industry, or Hermes for the sort, with in-house movements and presenting themselves with a watchmaking industry that is quite unique, still fashion related. So I think we have a similar situation here with Gucci. They are known for making watches, but for me, they were just fashion watches, toys on the $800 to $1,000 probably price points, but still a fashion item. They were remembering you the logo strongly, the colors of Gucci. They were made to be wear and to remember yourself that you are wearing something from Gucci. So it's a fashion brand in all the logical ways. Why am I showcasing a Gucci here? Actually, because I think they, with this 25H model, tried to go a little further. So they have developed an in-house mechanical movement for it, which is first of all a great accomplishment. A very thin because their watches are being kept at 7 millimeters thickness, and an integrated bracelet line that reminds you a lot of a Gerald Genta kind of style, but it's also quite of unique. I have never seen a Gerald Genta watch that is so thin on the bracelet. So definitely it has its own vibes going on here. At the same time, you have a full integrated bracelet on a case that it's kind of a square with a 38 millimeters, which it's very symmetrical and has a very nice shape on the bezel that wears like a kind of 3-layer sandwich, because you have the case bottom part, then you have a second layer, and then the third one on top that works kind of a bezel, blocking also the sapphire crystal. This watch comes the automatic movement at a price point that it's over $8,000, euros, whatever. So it's quite a steep price point also to enter yourself in the market, but then again, you're offering a in-house movement. This watch here, it's the quartz version, and I got it also at a very good price because I bought it at 40% discount almost. So it was inevitable for me not to add it to the collection. The quality and the build on the case and the bracelet is exactly the same. So I was getting for a fraction of the price of the automatic movement a watch that still reminds you a lot of it. And at the same time, you have a thinner case here because we are around 5 millimeters. And the quartz movement that this is wearing, it's an ETA, and it's a $100 euro price point ETA movement quartz. So we're not talking about the cheap quartz movements. So just for the understanding of people here, this watch is sold for a price point of around 1,400, which can be considered to be a little bit steep for some people. Still, I think it's a good price point for what you're getting. The clasp is a simple push and pull kind of butterfly clasp, so it has no mechanism or buttons to release it. The bracelet, as you see, were very thin, and that definitely it's a plus to it. And the 38 millimeters can wear very well almost on every wrist. The color and the treatment on this stainless steel, the type of brushing they have done on it, actually makes it look kind of silver. It's a very weird sensation. I don't get that with the other stainless steel watches, but the matte brush finish, it gives me the sensation of the color of silver. At the same time, you have this dial, which is kind of a block of light gray that also reminds you of silver. It's just a sensation. No luminova whatsoever, flat crystal, and you have in the dial 6 at 6 markers, obviously also logo representations of Gucci. And on this type of design and shape, it remains quite elegant and not disturbing at all to the vision of the wearer. So even if you see also written here Gucci, it is very light, and I can assure you guys, you almost not see it. The stainless steel hour and minute marker are quite elegant also. They are whole, skeletonized, and as I was saying, there's no luminova at all, but the light contrast that they do with the light silverish dial, as you can see, makes time reading quite easy and immediate also. As you can see the back, it has the Gucci logo, and you also have the small Gucci logo on the crown, which is hidden on the case itself. So this is a very, very clean case. How does it wear on an 18.5 centimeters wrist? So I have a medium wrist, and as you can see, wearing it, it's quite easy, and it remains really, really flat on it. I really love the way it sits on your wrist. I know they have done new DLC color, stainless steel versions, pink, turquoise, also the dial, even for the automatic movements. Yeah, maybe interesting. You have a little bit of colorful there. That's what I would have expected for Gucci to start going through. But I think this version, the silver one, remains the most classic and definitely an evergreen. So I bet, guys, most of you have never considered Gucci as a watch for watch, a brand for watches. I myself have never, but it I had to add it add to my integrated bracelet collection. Here I have the Christopher Ward. I have obviously Royal Oak, not right now with me. The PRX, some modern models, but you can see all compare. These are quite different watches, and they are going to be wearing quite differently too. So definitely a nice addition. Even the 914 stainless steel, I was telling you guys, this stainless steel looks like silver. It has a way it reflects light that is quite different to the stainless steel that you usually see on watches. Anyway, this is a quite interesting watch. I wanted to share with you all this. If you are more curious, I can definitely do a more in-depth video on this. If you have any question, just drop it. But I think overall this is a very interesting proposal, and definitely I am glad that I added to my collection. And the quartz movement doesn't disturb me because there is no second hand. So actually I don't see the movement of it. Anyway, I hope that you are all fine, and see you on the next video.